is the more videos I have on YouTube, the more people will potentially see those videos, the more subscribers I will inevitably have, the more people, again, it just goes in a loop. More people will see it, bigger, it'll grow, blah, 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 right? Eventually, there will become an infinite amount of time where if my content isn't absolute crap garbage, it will inevitably grow, right? So, as far as I can see, at some point in time, it will get to a point where it's probably some kind of level of sustainable sort of thing, and I will need a direct setup that is not my personal computer, right? Like, I would in the future like to build another house. It's just like long term goals. I'm talking like easily 10 years down the track from now, um, or more. I'm not in a financial position to say 10 years is even practical. But more than that, I'd like to build another house that is better layout and more practical for my way of living. Because at the moment, like Nick and I, we both have our desks. Our computers are on the same desk in a small room. And we've also got like the cat beds up on here. The fuck is that? Oh, yeah. And like basically it's just like it's not really practical for like if Nick wants to play games and I want to stream, we're in the same space. He has to be either quiet or he can't play games, stuff like that. So I will eventually want like my own office space for streaming where I don't have to worry about my volume. I don't have to worry about if my partner wants to play games or if he's got to miss out on a dungeon. Like, I don't have to worry about like I can leave my drawing kit set up out and more accessibly access that, things like that. Like, eventually I will have that. And then with my partner in another room, I will have my personal desk, which I will obviously go and play like private games on and stuff like that. But when I started streaming, for anybody that does not know this, when I started streaming was pretty much I had just started recovering from a mental break that had lasted for 2 years. Rimworlders will get the idea, but had lasted for like 2 years. I was basically incapable of functioning as a person, like taking care of myself, like, basic necessities like eating and getting up and doing stuff and whatever, right? So I kind of was just regaining humanity at that point, and I hadn't been working. Our savings had been depleted, and starting from basically kind of nothing at that point with basically what I had. I never could have assumed that I would go this hard into streaming, to be fair. Like, I kind of knew once I committed to it that I was going to give it my everything. But at the same time, this is not really, I don't know. I wasn't expecting to like be 2 years down the track and like still planning for the future and stuff with this. I kind of expected that it was either going to be like a 6-month thing where nobody would turn up, nobody would watch, nobody would listen, and I would just have to suck it up and go get like a regular job and deal with people being cunts, like, co-workers usually are. Or yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a plan when I started, but I definitely didn't start with resources. It's kind of like another RimWorld reference here. It's basically kind of a naked brutality kind of crash landed start, so to speak. So yeah. At this point, I don't know. I think like I got another hard drive for streaming. I got a microphone. I had to get a second headset. I had to get a headset when my headset snapped in half. It was like 10 years old. My speaker died, and you guys gifted me a drawing tablet and stuff. So that's where I'm at the moment. This Friday, I've got to try to get myself a, what do you call it? Get it? You like your remote? Shut up, Beza. I have to try to get a portable hard drive this Friday during Black Friday because I basically have no hard drive space on that. Like, I don't know how many terabytes. I think it was a 7 terabyte hard drive I bought last year for streaming. And yeah, I need to get most of that off the computer so that I have a whole nother year's worth of hard drive space. But yeah, that, and I've got my eye on some stuff to like upgrade the stream too, as well. But like, yeah, I don't know. I've got projects and stuff I'm working on in the background too that I'm excited about, but we all have to wait for that shit to come about, you know, as usual. Like with the emotes this morning, you guys had no idea that that was coming, like the techno horse. Little things like that just happened to pop up, and it's like, oh, here's this now. Here, take this horse. It's like an egg in your trying times. Here's another feather to everyone wagging tail, happily snuggling with plush. No. My wife and I have separate offices exactly for that reason. I just don't have the space. So when I built this house, I lived by myself, and I intended at the time to sell it in under 10 years. I was not planning to still be in the house like 5 to 10 years down the track. And so instead, this has been 16, 17 years and I'm still here. And a lot of things like falling apart around me because like I just haven't had the money to keep up on things, like maintain things or the health. And yeah, if I had known that I was going to be here for longer, I probably would have designed a better kitchen for starters. A better kitchen. I would have designed a standalone laundry separate to my garage, and I would have probably erected a shed instead of storing poisonous chemicals in my garage because my cats can't go in there now. And the fuck else would I have done? I would have definitely fucking done a better design in like my guest room, bathroom area. Because like if somebody uses my guest room toilet, I can hear everything they do inside that room. But it's soundproof in the room, so they think nobody can hear them. It's the worst fucking design I've ever seen. I don't know how they fuck that up that bad. But yeah, when people go to a toilet and, you know, it's a toilet, right? So people go in there and they start using it and go ham on it. And I'm just standing outside with like, you know, the brown dog meme. Hold on, let me get the brown dog. Like hold up. I don't even know if I can make the face for it. Not that. Yeah, that. Yeah, brown dog meme. Show me that. It's probably not going to show me it. Oh no, there it is. Hold on. Okay, so basically, as soon as somebody goes to the bathroom and they think they're alone and they think that it's all like silent in there, this is my face outside because I can hear everything. And I have to try not to be awkward about the fact that I can hear everything. That's what I'm doing. Also, if everybody can hear Phoenix, he's fine. He's just used to doing his nightly howl. Yeah, so like I would change a lot of things about this place. I would do a different yard, probably. Like that would be so much better. Because I hate my yard. I don't use it. I did use it when I had Sheila, my dog, but like I don't use my yard. I don't go outside. Like who the fuck goes outside? Like I don't know. Oh, Lamau. I like that curse sign. It's good. I miss the messages. I said to my wife, we'll never ever share an office space again. She likes to have clutter, and I might have empty Red Bull can on my desk, and the rest of my office is organized and tidy. Oh man, do I feel you. Okay, so Nick is in no capacity a slob or anything like that, but I have OCD hygiene, okay? OCD hygiene and hand washing. So my desk needs for me to be absolutely meticulously clean for me to feel comfortable in my own space. And Nick is sharing my desk. And he's fine, but he doesn't have the same concepts of OCD that I do. He doesn't have OCD. He respects it and he does what he has to around the house to like make it comfortable for me. But like if I see his shirt leaning against the bench or like, you know, like he's handled something that I know is like a little sticky or something like that, and I'm just like, I see him touching something on the desk and I'm like, just stop right now. I need to clean that. Like, and then obviously the cats are up on the desk as well, so that bothers me. I love having them up here, but I prefer having them have space to walk to where they need to sleep that isn't through my stuff. But yeah, I would like I love my huge desk. It's great, but we're both on it, and like I would like a little bit more space between us because a lot of the time Nick's chair butts up against mine because even though I'm ambidextrous, I'm primarily right-handed and he's left-handed, and so my right hand and his left hand butt up against each other, and our chairs are butt up against each other, so it's not comfortable. Eventually, we'll get like separate desks, still be in the same positions, but we'll have a little bit more space for each other and the pets and stuff. And yeah, it'll be easier for me then because when it's separate desks, my desk will be its own entity untouched, and therefore I can deal with it a bit easier. And he can, like, I don't have to worry about ants then as well because sometimes he'll leave a drink or something in here and the ants just go nuts. I don't leave anything in here. I try not to eat in here at all because I get sapped by the ants. Like, I don't know what it is with bugs, but I fucking attract bugs, and like they will come and eat me. I'm not even joking. They're so mean. And the item in my wish list is a 24 pack of Red Bull cans. I'm pretty sure I got Red Bull on mine too, to be fair. But yeah, I don't know. I have all sorts of stuff on there. My wish list primarily is for conversational purposes, just to explain that. It allows me to share my interests and remind myself, like keep a list of things that I want to get or need to get. But at the same time, it's also in a public way that people can see it and like talk about it, or like there's always the potential, but never the expectations that people can also gift shit as well, which is nice. That does happen. That's how the tablet happened. And, you know, I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, it's no gifts are ever fucking expected. It's mostly there for the purpose of conversation and reminding me. Because it's a lot easier for me to go back and be like, oh yeah, I saw that. Like I literally showed Nick the desk again the other day because we were trying to see if we could afford it for Christmas. Although I'm kind of like itching more to get, like if I could get the hard drive and like the portable hard drive, which I don't even know if I listed that. I'm trying to get that and like the Stream Deck and something else. And I don't think I can afford all three in the Black Friday sales, but if I can't, whatever, it'd be whatever. But I'd nearly go for them over the desk, but I am also trying to get the microphone stand. That's the other one. I've been like after that for a couple of years, but it's fine. I'll get it eventually. It's like I always bitch about it, but I'll get it eventually. It's fine. So you had one in your item wish list thingy. What, the desk or something else? I might have missed it. I'm trying to just catch up on a couple of messages. What is it? Is it catharsis plus 40? Pretty much. Low insulted negative fine 5. Low. Still nodding, snuggling wolf plush. No, if I can. What's I missing here? Is that item wish listing a good deal for you as far as donations go? The wish list? I don't think it can do donations. Hold on. I'm pretty sure Throne doesn't do, I don't think it does donations. But as far as like items and stuff, so I find an item on the internet and like most of the time if it's on like Amazon, for instance, it will automatically fill the details of the Throne wishlist stuff. And I don't have to touch anything else. Like I just have to add a description of like what I want it for or what I'm using it for. I don't have to, but I like to because that kind of gives you guys a point of interest. Like for instance, what is it, like the athlete fucking English, the athlete joint muscle thing that I was talking about earlier. For instance, like I said, it's good shit. Like I use it for my shoulders osteoarthritis when it gets unbearable. For instance, like if somebody else is looking at this and they also suffer from it, they'll go, oh shit, that's good shit. Like, you know, maybe they'll try it or maybe they won't. That's okay. But it like gives you a little bit of a blurb. Like I also express like how I like curry and all sorts of shit on here, or that like shit just smells pretty and stuff. Like I have a little conversation in it and stuff. But as for anything, because I'm Australian, a lot of things do not autofill. So what happens instead is I have to then list it as a monetary gift, and then I have to fill in all the rest of the details to show you what it is that I'm trying to list, because the store is not eligible for Throne. It's not compatible. So those, then they basically send it to me, and I have to request the money to get withdrawn. That can take like 14 days, and then I could purchase a thing. Usually, knowing that I have the money coming, I will purchase the thing out of my bills money and back pay it, as long as I don't have a bill that's going to supersede that money. Stuff like that. So that's sometimes how I function with it, is kind of like use it in advance and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of how I use my Throne. It's pretty good. Like I said, I mostly use it for the purpose of conversational sharing and stuff. So, and reminding and stuff. But yeah, it is there. People can have a browse around and kind of get to know my interests and what I'm looking for, and like what I'm trying to like save up and get and shit. So yeah, I like the fact that I can kind of like share that stuff with you without just saying in like Discord, like putting a picture in there and being like, I'm trying to remember to buy this in like fuck knows when I can afford it. Like, I find that a little bit weirder. The only thing is Throne does push out reminders, like advertisements, weekly reminders, but I don't mind them too much. I just forget to change them like all the time. So that's why you see the same shit all the time in Discord, because I forget to go and change it on a Friday. What else have we got in here? It's a mouse art stream. I open it and just see disappointed dog in the middle of the screen. Oh, welcome in, Julie. A woman of culture. Oh yeah, the unimpressed dog. I was talking about like my guest's toilet, how I can hear everything that my guests do in the toilet, but they think that they're in like a soundproof box, so they go ham. And I'm just like outside with that expression, just being generally not impressed. Welcome in. We're mostly just gas bagging at this point. It's fine. Gas bagging and chilling to music, so it's great. Oh man, my space is my space. If there are 10 empty Red Bull cans on my desk, it's fine. If there's 10 random pencils on the desk, nope, they get thrown the fuck down the hallway. My god. See, that's the thing though, is like, my only thing is that I get antsy about when because Nick's left-handed, right? And his left hand's closest to my side of the desk. And so he wants to put his drink bottle on the left side of the desk for him, but it's really, really close to my peripherals. And it makes me really anxious, because if he knocks it over or the cat knocks it over, my shit's going to get ruined. So I get him to put it on his other side. But then we've also had the issue that because the desk doesn't overhang to the walls, I've spilt a drink during previous art streams that has gone straight in the top of my computer and through my computer, because the computer is beside the desk. I can't fit it under the desk, and I can't fit it on the desk. So it's at spill risk. So I have a bunch of paper plates literally taped to the side of my desk at the moment to prevent that from happening again. Also, warning of like flashing lights on that video, just as a heads up for anybody that is looking at the screen. That one's got flashing lights. I saw the warning this time. What's that, mate? Also, like, yeah, the Red Bull things, like, we were fine until we got ants. Like, the cans weren't the problem. It was like the glasses of Coke and the old dinner plates and stuff. Because like I said, Nick eats in here. And I try not to. Like, I'll hold what I'm eating and then I'll take the plate out. That's how I kind of do it. I never eat anything in my office. It's a big no-no for me. I think the thing is because I used to live by myself, and this desk is like 210 centimeters wide, right? Or I guess a little over 2 meters wide. And it was all mine. I had my PC on the desk. I had my 4 monitors. I had my keyboard, my mouse, my headset, my drone tablet that I used to have a long time ago, and speaker setup. And I had room off to the side to draw, like traditional drawer on the desk. And my cat at the time didn't used to sleep on the desk, so it was all mine. So, like, I had a designated little spot off to the side that I used to be able to eat at my desk, because I lived by myself back then. If I want to fucking eat at my desk, I can, right? But, like, as a couple and like the kind of dishes and stuff, like because I use this now professionally streaming, I don't really want food to be around my equipment, even though it is just my personal stuff. Like, I don't want to risk the shit going down and we don't have the money to fuck around with, like, if something goes down for replacements and stuff, you know? Let's continue snuggling Wolf Blush, waking to happily, yawning, no. I say with one favorite quotes. Marriage is spending the rest of your life. The one you love always standing directly in front of the drawer you need to get into. Why are you even in the kitchen right now? Fucking hell, that's awesome. I love that though. But it's kind of true. It's kind of true. I mean, I do get the majority of the donation versus fees. Or do you get the majority of the donation versus fees? So Throne is pretty good. It also accumulates shipping to kind of negate the fees as well. There's only been a couple of times, like when I got the RimWorld in-game DLC gifted, it took like $2 or something out of it, which put me $2 short for buying it, but it's $2 out of like 20. So it wasn't too bad as far as that goes. They had just changed payment providers. They went from Stripe to MassPay in Australia. So I think that was more so the changing over type thing. But yeah, they're otherwise really great. Like anything that is listed direct to a location, anything that is literally purchasing from a location, where I don't have to manually input it because it's not eligible to work with it, or compatible or whatever. Those ones immediate one-to-one. They don't seem to take anything out of that, which is really nice. Because I had a look at that the other day and I'm like, it's very much the exact same price fee-wise to like purchase it myself or purchase it myself through Throne. It makes no real difference. It's only on the listed ones, which is frustrating because as an Australian, a lot of places are not compatible with Throne as a website. So I have to manually list a lot of things. And I also, at first, also felt very shady about it because I'm like, it feels like I'm just like listing something and there's no guarantee I'll get the thing unless I go and get the thing. But I'm also like a person of integrity. So if somebody gets me something, I'm gonna go fucking get the thing. I'm gonna fucking take a photo of it if I can take a photo of it. And I'm gonna fucking talk about it for God only knows how long because it's just who I am, you know. Honestly, AliExpress have really good alternative to Stream Deck, by the way. More keys take a little bit more programming, but it's way more versatility. If I can find it, I'll send it to you. Some of the things, it has 18 keys, super good, like 1 out of 10 price. Unfortunately, I won't go near AliExpress anymore. They, apart from the fact that it takes 2 months to get it, the general quality of the products we got, especially in technology category, like IT technology stuff, was fucking terrible because we're computer people at heart, my partner and I. So we got a lot of like tech stuff because we're like, if it's cheaper, like why not? But yeah, we've sorry, I'm losing my voice. We've looked around everywhere we could, local stores, internet stores. We've currently found the cheapest ones we can find at the moment, and we're hoping shit gets discounted on Friday. Anything with Throne is it won't automatically update the prices for a Black Friday sale unless I go in there and manually change it, which is fair. Like, I can do that on Friday, but I don't expect anybody to actually be buying anything, so I'm not stressed about it. But I will be trying to get shit on Friday, so be fine. I'll be trying to get the hard drive specifically because I need that. It's affecting my games. But the Stream Deck thing, I definitely want to get that soon. I wanted to get a bigger one than that, but like they're expensive to begin with. So that does suck. What's I miss? Smells wagging tail happily. No. Aaron literally just mails the item to her. Yeah. If it's an amount, it gets the exact amount listed. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing is like the conversion between different places and stuff like that. That is a little bit of a thing that happens. Because it comes to me in whatever the payer's currency is, and then through the process of whatever the payment place is, the exchange rate is variable a little bit, and then I get whatever the exchange amount is in Australian dollar. So that's how that shit works. Um, let's see what else. So amount, she gets the exact amount. Throne makes money because affiliate links to the stores. They get paid by Amazon, for example, for sending customers to them. They don't charge gifters of extra anything. Yeah. Throne's pretty good with that. Like, I even considered listing my merch on Throne at one point, but I'm like, Streamlabs is fine. Like, I don't feel like putting an extra barrier to it, you know? Yeah, basically what I was looking for. If they take affiliate commissions or fees from the consumer. Yeah. I appreciate the extra information too, Jay, because like generally I am terrible at explaining shit, mostly. Like, I understand the thing, but I can't get it into words sometimes, so it always helps. Just started setting up my throne so far, recently investigated it. Yeah. Right back. No worries. Sways head to tail to music, working to happily smiling. Yeah, there's been some good music. Let me just check that because there's something being held by mod. Hold on. Well, yeah, no, that's kind of funny. Like, I haven't checked yet because I can't remember off the top of my head, and I don't want it to blast music or something. But I can't remember if you've got a webcam set up. But if you do, that's a proper like issue and stuff. If you've got like the webcam and stuff. See, I don't have a webcam. If I ever wanted to like upgrade my avatar, I would need one. But yeah, I don't have a webcam at this point. I also looked at like how shit works with all the things. But did something just close then? No, I just scrolled. That's fine. It's all right. My thing just like brought my attention back to my drawings. I've just been sitting here chatting. I'm like, I could have just probably called this just chatting and it would have been great too. I could just do this one day, just have like a just chatting stream that's just blaring music in the background. It's fine. What else I miss? Stream Deck thing is technically not an AliExpress exclusive product. Just sold on there. It's actually a small Taiwanese company that lists their stuff on AliExpress. So they have direct site, probably one of the best custom keyboard companies I've ever purchased from. That's fair. I've seen a few different variations of not Elgato products. And like I've looked at them. I just kind of like figured when it comes down to tutorials. So far with a lot of the things that I use for streaming, a lot of the free stuff, cheaper stuff, or more manual stuff, I don't generally have a problem figuring out how to use. But I'm also kind of getting to a point where I feel like I've been basically abusing my poor brain for like the last 2 years nonstop with like trying to learn stuff. And I'm kind of like at the point where I wouldn't mind something that has a billion tutorials for it. You know, that's easy, just like look up and something exists and it does all the things and I could just go A, B, and C and it does the thing. Like when I tried to set up the that's a lot of nuts, redeem yesterday, and it turns out that it triggers on the letter A. So my name having acrylic in it, every time I chatted in chat or anytime anybody said anything with the letter A in it, it triggered. And I'm like, oh, you're fucking shitting me. Because the point was when somebody comes in and say, oh, that's a lot of pawns in RimWorld, it was supposed to scream at the, that's a lot of nuts. And I'm like, that's awesome. I want that. I want it to do that because like I want to do that every time somebody comes in. But if I do it, it's weird. If it's from a show, it's a meme. And so, you know, instead of your local streamer screaming at you, that's a lot of nuts. Like you could just have something scream at you instead. And I set it up. I set it up to tutorial, but the tutorial was over a year old and all the settings didn't match up. And I was doing the best I could and it's still wrong. And I'm like, I can't use it yet because I haven't figured out how to use it. And I'm like, I just don't have the capacity right now because I'm still learning like 3 other things that I'm trying to do in the background for streaming. And like, as I said before, like all this shit's just me. So like I don't really have like a community of people that I can kind of like lean back on. Like streaming is one of those things where unless you have like a group of like streamer friends or you have like you're close to people that have come before you and stuff like that. It's not like a regular job where you can just ask your superior coworker and say, hey, how do I do this? Or how is this done? Like you have to find all the shit out yourself. And I'm just like, I've been doing that this whole time. And I'm like, right now I have probably one too many things actively doing that. And I just need something a little simpler for the minute. So the screaming out that that's a lot of nuts has got to wait. It will be in there eventually. Somebody will accidentally trigger it when it actually works. And it's going to shock the shit out of everybody. And I'm just going to sit there in fucking tears, laugh my ass off. And nobody's going to really understand why I've lost it so hard. But actually, I wonder if I can bring the clip in here. Maybe. Hold on. Probably not in Gimp. And I don't want to try to play it through the VLC player. Oh. Can I try playing this with... Yeah, add it to the players list. Good God. It should be at the bottom of this list, hopefully. Yeah, there is. Okay, hopefully this plays with the clip and stuff. I don't think I can make this bigger. Maybe I can. Hold on. Well, let me get my VLC player in here. No, fuck it. It's fine. Okay, so over where like my VLC player is, just pay attention for a second. I'm pretty sure we've got it down low enough that this shouldn't be too loud, but this is what I want to happen when I get somebody come in and say that's a lot of pawns in RimWorld. That's what I want to happen, right? There's a whole thing with it. It's just like a 3-second clip. It's nothing super, super special. I know, right? Like, it's just, that's what I want to happen when somebody comes in to my RimWorld colony and is like, oh man, that's a lot of pawns. And I'm like, do you know how often I hear that? It's like, I just want to scream back at people. I think it'd be great. To have a webcam set up. One of the reasons I didn't end up getting a drink mug. First off, I know that merch often has a high manufacturer's costs. And then you as a streamer have the set price on top of that, which you can't go super high on because people won't be enticed. Secondly, I have too much mugs sat in my cupboard I don't use, so I'd rather that when I do donate, it helps out the most. Yeah, so with my merch, so if you want to know off my merch what I get about $4 or $5 off any specific item in my merch. It's not great. If you buy a mouse mat for like whatever it is in your local price, assume I only get $5 out of that. A sticker is like $9 or $10 and I get $5. I get about half, like about 50% of a sticker versus a mouse mat. I get like a really small amount. So the bigger the item or the more expensive the item, I still only get $5. That's how my merch works. It is not great, but I don't have to make or store or ship or deal with any kind of returns or any kind of like, fucking packaging. I don't have to deal with any of that. That's all done by them. So I appreciate that they do that and they'll only print what is ordered. So it is not great, but I have the bare minimum involvement. It does sound like shit, but considering I'm still a small streamer and stuff, and I don't really have like resources or I don't have like a factory to store shit. I don't have people to like ship stuff. The fact that they do all that and they do it quite well and professionally, I can appreciate that. And the mouse mat is fucking good quality. Like it doesn't have like any gnarly fucking smells or anything like that, so yeah, I still recommend it even though it's expensive and they get like a fair bit. It's still the fact that like you want to support me and having the thing, particularly like I said with the stickers, if you put a sticker on say your car or your laptop or whatever, right, your phone, and you take that outside of your house and somebody comments on it and you then get to, as a person, have a conversation that, oh yeah, it's acrylic, it's the streamer I watch and stuff. That is word of mouth, in person, you know, taking me beyond the internet, you know, into the real world, out in the real world, far away kind of thing, you know. So like I see it as insane that like that can sort of happen, because like there's a few people that have got stickers and stuff, and like yeah, there's like drawing books and stuff as well. Like some people aren't probably going to comment on like a cover of a drawing book. They're probably not going to be like, oh, you know, like who's that character or something like that. Not many people are going to ask that, but some people might. And or might be like, what anime is that from? And it's like, oh, it's not an anime, it's a streamer. And it's like, oh, cool, you know. I don't know, it's just how I kind of think about it at the moment. It's the best I can do. One day I will be able to do better, but right now it's not too bad. It I don't know, it allows me to kind of like have something for people that want something. um you know, and I do have plans to like one day research something better, where either it's people I know doing it, or fucking I don't know. I'll figure shit out. Just give me time. And that's all it is. Over time is like I'll sort stuff out. I'll learn stuff. I'll find stuff. I don't know if that's half. I think that's full colored. It looks off color though. Maybe because the red's in the center, it's making the rest of it look darker. Maybe. To let her cook. Yeah, basically. Just I see it as a matter of time. Like I'm 2 years into streaming now. At 6 months into streaming, I had a avatar. I started with no avatar, no camera, no nothing like that. I got an avatar. I got her set up like fucking, what do you call it? Another 6 months later, I guess I had like all these like social media things. I kind of knew how to use them. I knew how to edit all sorts of stuff. I don't know, kind of started growing community. Another 6 months after that, I think I got merch and a second avatar and stuff. Another 6 months after that, we had some like huge celebrations, and I got to like set up some fun and stuff. I don't know. I'm getting there. It's just fucking everything takes time. I'm only one person. I got to sleep eventually. Nobody can claim that I can't sleep eventually. I have been really nice to my body this year, and I have taken as many days off as I feel I need to rest when I need to rest. I need to get the lines out of her mouth. It's not that one. That one. That's the one. I've been trying to figure out where this is so I can get rid of it. What did I miss? That is super overpriced for what it is, to be honest. My experience. I'm sure it is. I feel like it is. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't mind just getting the Stream Deck thing. It's gonna last me until, I guess, it either gets chewed through or something. Or all the stickers called Kelly Venus, because that's the name of my avatar. So I'm acrylic, and my avatar, my self-representation OCD character, is called Kelly Venus, and she has 4 forms. So we went through this right at the start of stream. So if later on, if you want to check out the VOD to like hear the entire full story of lore and some of my dreams and stuff, it's right back at the start. But yeah, we've got her base form is Kelly Venus. Her like magical girl kind of sorceress form is Diamond Venus. Her royal form is Lady Venus, and then we've got Kitty Venus is her cat girl form. And the fuck else do we have? I mentioned one other one earlier. I thought her name was acrylic. No, it's so good. Easy misunderstanding. Quite a lot of streamers that have avatar usually have a different name for the avatar. It's actually always worth asking your streamer that has an avatar if their character happens to have a different name than the streamer name. So, like, I bring it back in. Hold on. I don't know how it closed out my things. I'll show you what I mean. Hold on. So, where did it go? There it is. Here we go. Yeah, I was showing this earlier tonight. So this is my characters. So this is like Kelly Venus, her base form. And obviously when she transforms, like I went through all the lore. I'm not going back through it right this moment. I just want to kind of show this briefly. This is when she transforms and she's got magical abilities and stuff. And then she's got her royal form. And the second story, we had a catgirl situation. Technically, she's a sorceress. Like, it is kind of magical girl-ish type stuff, but she's a sorceress. Her base of her powers comes from herself, which is, for a time, is stored in her necklace. It's kind of like locks her powers away until she needs to access them, and she can summon weapons and stuff from that. She can transform from her necklace like a magical girl. But once she goes through this whole story arc thing, it completely unlocks and she can use her magic freely as a sorceress, right? So then when she ends up with like the catgirl form and stuff, she's basically OP. And then, hold on, where was the other drawing we had? Oh, that's right, it's in a different folder. In progress, there we go. Okay, so then when she goes through the whole catgirl arc, she ends up dying in battle. And basically, when she appears in the afterlife, she loses her necklace. She leaves her necklace behind in the afterlife. When she returns, basically comes back to life, her halo disappears, her ears and her wings and her tail and all that stay. So then at that point, she is super OP. So she is really, really strong at that point. She also she's got 3 books. So she's got the first book that has her realizing that she has magic and going through like training to be able to deal with it and being able to unlock it, use it, fight with it, unlocking her royal form, and basically like being able to use magic as a magic wielder. And then her second story goes through like the whole explaining like the catgirl like kind of advancement kind of thing. And as I said, with the hold up, where is it? Bring in, there we go. Yeah, when I have her just like her passive catgirl form, like that's Kitty Venus as well. But also when she's got the wings is also Kitty Venus. So, lol. The foot stickers. Thank you. Yeah, I missed it. I didn't see it come up, but that's okay. I see the notifications saying you got something. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it ships out in a timely manner. They fucking hell. They look nice. I don't know. I'm lost for words. I appreciate it. But yeah, with my character, I think the biggest thing is that there's a distinction with her just being a VTuber. She's not a VTuber. She's my self-insert OC character that has had 24 years of existence, lore, what do you call it? Character advancements, design changes, and like she's grown with me and stuff. She's just me, right? But the thing is, like, I've always just been her as well, like one and the same kind of thing, right? And so, like, I didn't change anything for her to be my avatar. The only thing I updated when I started streaming, and I kind of had already updated it since 09, was that I changed from a yellow top to a black top. And I changed from a bright skirt to a dull skirt because I found that the bright skirt didn't look right in the color swatches that I had, because like these are my color swatches for my character. While I did say earlier, I don't have a character reference sheet, I do have a character swatch sheet. I actually have 2 to rely on, because this is also like skin and eyes and shine and skirts and mouth and different alternate hair from when I've used different programs and stuff. But yeah, I've got like set eyes and mouth and lips and wings and hair colors and ribbons and skirts and all sorts of stuff. Like, I have all of this shit. um, the fuck else did I miss there? Love VTuber lore. My homies love OP, self-insert OCs. Relate super hard. You know, the funniest thing is, at one point, a long time ago, OCs were considered cringe. And it was embarrassing to be a self-insert character. Like, if you had said before the 2020s, right, back in the, even before the 2010s, if you had said, oh, you know, I drew a picture, and you said, oh, what a pretty picture, who is it? And you said, oh, she's me. And they're like, why do you have cat ears and a tail? And it's like, well, because, you know, blah, 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 law. And it's like, oh, you know, it would have been received like that. These days, it's more acceptable, generally speaking, to have a self-insert character, but there is a distinction between an OC VTube character versus a VTube designed character. And I have an OC character, which is why she doesn't fit into any of the standard tropes, design, or appearance style of VTubers, because I have a really, really well-defined artistic style that's been developed over 24 years, and a character with as many years of lore to ground her in. Because when I started streaming, I had like a couple of people that would just harass me nonstop about like, oh, I should add like a witch's hat and stuff. Like, they didn't know she was a sorcerer or anything like that, or magic girl or anything like that. Fucking hell, let's try and play this again. Stop trying to play that. Anyway, so they were like, oh, you should add a witch's hat. And I'm like, no, why? And they're like, oh, because, you know, a witch's hat would be really cool. And it's like, it has nothing to do with my character or her world or her lore. I also had some people suggest that she should have red hair. And I'm like, the thing with that is I have tried to have red hair myself, and it's never worked. It does not work on my skin color. It does not look good. I look sick with red hair, and also it's conflicting with the red bow as well, so problematic. But like, I have had purple hair for an extended period of time, and I've had blonde hair for an extended period of time, so I feel quite comfortable having her have the option to have those colors. I've also had like brown and purple hair and blonde hair with pink ends as well, which is why when we get like the birthday streams or celebration streams, you see me bring in like the hair color where I've got like the pink in it. Hold on. It's my avatar there. Take me to my pink one. This one. You know, when I do celebrations and stuff, I have that, you know. So, yeah. Also I miss it. Embracing our cringe now. Life's too short to care about that crap. Look, when you almost die from a medical condition, yeah, you kind of stop giving a fuck if people like it or not. These days, I'm just like, don't like it or don't understand it. Like, if it don't understand it, I can take the time to explain it if people are interested. But like, if somebody's like, oh, I don't know, I don't like it, I'm like, don't have to, you know. There's no obligation to like my shit, you know. Don't even have to like, what's it? I just had a moment, you know, I don't know how many people saw it the other day. The bit redeem that plays for the what is it? A slut thing. So there's like a can't even dance, and then it's like, what's this in slut? Anyway, I just thought of that when I was like, don't have to like it, don't even like it, or something like that. I'm like, what's this in slut? Sorry, my brain went somewhere. It went somewhere like really far away, really quickly. It was great. I gotta move the word in between here, but this will be fine. I missed some messages in there before. I saw something about like the sun was rising for Dragoon. The fuck is the sun starting to come up? I should go to sleep. That's okay. If you need to rest, or if you've already gone to rest, it's perfectly fine. I've missed something else. definitely an overpriced item, essentially glorified additional keyboard, but it's very easy to use as standard. So to some extent, paying extra $50 saves hours of learning headaches if you don't have the prerequisite knowledge. Time is money after all. The other thing too is, so my avatar has got a bunch of pre-coded abilities to change, right? So I have like 118, I think, images of my avatar for my PNG tuber on this one form. And so if I want to change to have a different color skirt and ribbon, hair color, different outfit, stuff like that, like I have all kinds of combinations and stuff, right? And I have all those keyed to a bunch of keys on my keyboard, but certain games use those keys and other games use different keys. So I would like to have something that takes it off that, preferably. And that way I can like free up my keys. And that way when I play like PUBG and Diablo and shit, I don't accidentally get in a car or get out of a car while I'm trying to change between a different form. Because I did that once. That was fun. I literally exited a moving car and died in game because I was trying to change to my minty form. That was a mistake. I quickly removed it. So VTubers, it's one and the same because the avatar is the character you're playing on stream, you know. True. That's where the distinction between OC and the VTuber avatar comes in, because a VTuber avatar is an avatar created with the sole purpose to be a character, to act a role, whereas an OC avatar is basically a self-insert. It may have lore, but it's usually just the person being themselves with the self-representation image. Yeah, that's how I kind of see it as well. I thought, oh yeah, no, I read that. I think your fave VTuber stickers on my water dispenser thing to be added to the collection. Nice. What else I miss? Oh, Embracing Cringe. I saw that. Does she dress up for Halloween or other holidays at all? Cute, silly costume could be fun, even if it doesn't fit lore. So I don't know if I still have a picture of it. Hold on. If I do, it's gonna be in my images file, not actually like saved. It'll be a screenshot. Not Christmas. Maybe Halloween. I will have it on my avatar for sure. I did up her socks at Halloween last year. Because I was still like absolutely physically capped by having drawn her and stuff earlier in the year, and there's so much work involved with changing anything on her. So realistically, the only thing I could change was something that I could overlay over the top of my avatar. So I dressed up her socks so that we had Halloween socks, and I had different Halloween socks on every day of the week for the different games that I played. I don't think I've got it in there. But I definitely see it when I do, like when I go back and see a specific stream that I've got on YouTube. I definitely don't have a screenshot of it, but hold on. I know I had it in PUBG, and let's see, where's October? Maybe that. Hold on. I don't think she's got her socks on there. It's definitely in October. Maybe I'm looking at I'm looking at the wrong month. Don't mind me. I had different socks on for the whole thing, so like I don't know if I added that in. No, I'm not going to be able to bring it in to show you, but I did create like different socks throughout the month. Christmas, on the other hand, I had fuzzy earrings and I had a Santa's hat, and I want to bring those back in this year if I can. I also had, I think, a sparkly Christmas tree on my starting screen, which I probably will put back because I still have my Christmas shit. Oh yeah, my pom-pom. Hold on, let me open up my pom-pom for you guys to see. These were my earrings. So hold on. I can make the Christmas one real easy. Like you guys will see this in like a month anyway. open that, open this. Where's my avatar? I was just with you, avatar. Come back here. Actually, you know what? I was just with my avatar. Fucking bring open that one. That'll do. Okay. So basically, I had something along the lines of I had to put my hair in front of me, right? And I believe I made them smaller, right? And I put that behind my face. So don't mind the shit editing on this. This is just a slapdash, you get the point kind of thing. And apparently I've got to make this bigger. So I would have had it like probably roughly that big and probably like that, I reckon. So I had something like that and you couldn't see my ribbon in the back. And I had these pom-pom earrings and I think I had a white dress for Christmas and I may have had candy canes on my socks. I don't remember. I don't see the candy canes in my file, but I might have had wreaths instead. Maybe. What do I have in here? I don't see any candy canes. I'm going to have to go back and have a look at last year's screenshots because I know I took screenshots of the thing. But yeah, that's about kind of what I did with her with Christmas. I could probably bring in some of the images for Halloween. I didn't lose all of them, but I had like these ghosts. Hold on. I had these little ghosties, right? And I had these like all down like my socks and stuff. Obviously better shaped than this, but like I don't think I had that one. Oops, wrong one. Can I get the wherever the last one is? Wrong one. Yeah, I had something along the lines of that, and I had a bat in my hair. I had I think I had this up here. Whoops, wrong thing. I had this like behind my ear. Turn off the hat. It's like up here. I moved that around on my head on different screens. And it was like a matter of if people could even see it, especially if they're on their phone. And I also had pumpkins as well. I also had bats on my socks as well. I think I put these. I think I had pumpkins on one of my sets of socks. I made them small. I made like a whole heap of like little dotted pumpkins, like you would get with like, you know, fancy dress socks and shit. So like I played around with that. I just did things that I could overlay on top of her in the stream and I'd hide them when I didn't want them to be there anymore until like the next year. Except I was streaming out of Twitch Studio and Twitch Studio ceased to exist before my affiliate anniversary like 6 months ago. So I then had to I had to move over to Streamlabs and basically set everything back up and learn all that. Learn how to use Streamlabs. That was fun. What else? I'm pricing out of cringe. I saw that. So I guess Australia doesn't really do Halloween. Yeah, so Australia doesn't really do Halloween. Or at least like my area definitely doesn't do Halloween much. It's doing it a little bit these days, but not a lot. Not overly, I should say. Whereas what do you call it? I want that in front of my thumbs, preferably. There we go. We kind of I did do stuff for the first Halloween because I knew it's the internet and people around